As you can see, we got all the tool kits broken out, extractors, thread repair, tap and die kits. I'm 2 hours into this, trying to get this outer pulley off and taper bushing to get to the inner one that is our actual issue. And in the previous video, you heard me talking about how I broke the bolts on this. So a little more detail into how this works. Again, this is a Rayco Rg37. A couple of their machines have this set up, so if you're having to deal with it, here's the way it goes. You got your 3 bolts that pull this taper bushing into this pulley, and as it pulls in, it pulls this way, which wedges it onto here, which squeezes that gap, which tightens everything together. It all squeezes down. So to undo that, you pull the 3 bolts out that are squeezing it together and run them in the 2 holes here that are threaded versus not threaded, and it uses these threads to push this pulley off of the taper, and that's how you break it loose. This thing is a real pain. If you're in any of the Facebook groups, you'll know people always asking questions how to get this off. Run your bolts in, get them tight and snug, and then what I did was I took my cold chisels after all this was said and done, took one and ran it in between. Of course, this gap's way bigger than it was, but had to hammer this down in. Once I did that, I spun the wheel while this was still in here, went to the other side, and ran the bigger cold chisel, same way, hit it, got it loose, was able to twist the bolt in some more, which got a bigger gap, and then ran the chisel in again, and now I'm able to twist this bolt with the wrench to pull that. Actually, it's not pulling the bushing's staying. I've got to get that off now. I'll probably use a 3-jaw puller to pull the bushing off of the actual shaft, but right now the pulley is pushed back and is wobbling. So we will see. It's loose. This should be loose. The problem is if you try to pull this to kind of pull outward on the bushing, it's going to tighten back up. So I may end up using a 3-jaw puller to pull that. Hopefully this process helps somebody and you'll avoid 2 hours of drilling and tapping.